What's up, guys? Let me know if you can hear me good. We're going to get started. What's up, Big E? You hear me okay, buddy? What's up, Tyler? McLeod, I guess. What's up, Mike from Make Cutlery Great again? Hello from Cincinnati, Ohio, Mr. Lars. Good deal, Big E. I'm trying a new platform here. It didn't work last week. I had to jump and recreate a new live, but I think I got it figured out now. So, Nice Smith, what's going on, buddy? Mark, hey, buddy. Grant, what's going on, buddy? I'm going to let some people jump on here. I'm a little early. I just want to get on here and make sure things are working right this time. Hello from Athens, Ohio. Hey, Scott. Sheepdog, what's going on, buddy? Mike, what's going on? Mike Starr, Backwoods, the hobo, what's going on? Paul, Knife Crazy. Hey, Kevin, what's going on, Paul? Kodiak Blade, Kodiak Edge. What's going on, buddy? Everything is moving so fast, it's hard to read. Chris, what's going on? From Carlisle, Kentucky. The Onward Journey from Ohio. Hey, buddy. Hello from Northern California. What's going on, JJ? Got me another new coffee cup, y'all. Don't y'all just love that right there? It's a 20 ounce. I like the 33 ounce, but it's so big. Your coffee seems to get a little cool, but if you fill this thing with warm water, it stays really hot. Now, the 33 ounce does keep it warm for a long time, but I'm just saying, if this thing is full of hot, it's going to stay hot longer. Watching my Bears get whooped. Oh, yeah. I don't watch the NFL no more, buddy. I used to be a big, avid Atlanta, the Falcons fan, but I don't really watch the NFL no more. Hello from Mount Lookout, West Virginia. What's going on, Mr. Jerry? Lars, love your channel. I appreciate that, Lars. World famous knife doctor, Mr. Kevin. What's going on, Dave? What time is it? 3:29. We still got a few seconds before we get started. Those queens you opened this week are very nice. Yes, they are, South Carolina. They really are. That was from Mr. Kendall Stoltz. Hey, Doc, how are you doing today? Old First Sergeant here. Love your videos. Well, I appreciate your service, EMT. I appreciate that, buddy. David M. Hey, Knife Doctor, checking in from Huntington Beach, California. Well, hey, buddy, what's going on, man? Knife displays looking great in there. They really are. I got my Randall up right here today. Got the fighter in there. I got the Randalls right below there. They're looking good. I'm looking for me another a fighter up there. So we're gonna get one, but it's gonna have to be a little while. Yeah. Well, guys, before we get started, I want to say something. I learned of somebody that passed away today that was in the knife community. His name was Randy's WSG. Didn't know him. I was subscribe, but there's so many knife channels out there. It's really hard to get to know everyone. But he did pass away. I watched Terry's Knives and Man Stuff, and then he was sharing the news, and Aaron AW Custom Designs was also sharing something yesterday. But he passed away. Just keep him and his family in your prayers. But if y'all could go over to Randy's WSG and just share some love, some condolences. If I understand it, his mom might be looking at his channel. So just if y'all don't mind, because I certainly am. So again, that's Randy's WSG. So sorry to hear about that. I really am. So just wanted to share that. Well, guys, just thank y'all for being here. I just want to appreciate y'all all so much for all the support, all the views, all of the subscriptions. Thank y'all so much for all the packages. Y'all are just, again, guys, it's not what I do on the channel. It's what y'all do that make this channel great. And I just want to thank y'all so much for that. His mom, okay, Mr. The Barry Snipes is in the house too. What's going on, man? Y'all remember him and y'all's prayers too. His wife passed away this past week. So, well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and share this about the knife. I'm gonna be giving this knife away. Now, I learned something last week. Okay, I don't do lives very much, but the comments y'all are doing right now don't really count when I do a live or the giveaway, so to speak. So once this video is uploaded, so to speak, y'all need to go back in there and comment again, okay? But because I'm gonna do a random comment again tomorrow sometime. I'm gonna record it, and that will probably be in Tuesday's video. So I'll wait till about 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon to record it, to let a bunch of comments come on here. But this is the knife I'm giving away. It is a Boar Maker Sidebuster lock blade. But I'll be giving this knife away. I'll be recording it live on my phone. Not live. I'll be recording it, the screen, while I pick the winner. Okay. So great knives, though. I picked a bunch of these up at a sale here a month or so ago, and I'm going to be giving one away. They have quite a few knives I'm going to be giving away here. I'm going to try to do a live every so often, like once every 2 weeks or so. So y'all keep that in mind. But every time I do a live, I plan to give a knife away, just to give back. I really do, because y'all see me so much stuff. I just want to thank y'all so much for it. I really do. Well, guys, let's get into the first one, okay? The first pet package. And this one comes all the way from Springfield, Missouri, from Jason Jason McMillan. Oh, boy. If you can't laugh at yourself, right, who can you laugh at? Okay, dear Kevin. So a while back, I found these 2 old knives at a local antique mall flea market, and was really hoping to get them working again because the blades are in such good shape. The one with the clamshell covers is a Hammer brand, and it had a broken spring. The one with the bone covers is a Geo Schrade knife company incorporated, and just would lock shut. And the, hang on a minute, guys. And the spring would push the blade back up out of the channel. Might be best to just leave the Schrade as is, because I epoxied the covers on it. It needs the brass pins, but back in it, and maybe you could out a nail nick or cut out a nail nick into the blade so it can be opened. Might be able to fabricate a new spring for the hammer brand, and though the spring is only held in by a brass center pin behind the clamshell covers. Then he drew a little pin here. I'm sending you the old spring so you'll have an idea how to fabricate a new one. I've never done that before. Okay, this is from Ozark's Boy. Just you realize this, buddy. Thank you so much. Looks to me like you could use one of them old copper staples they used to use on heavy cardboard to make a new spring with. Whether you can fix them or not, they are still cool knives for your collection, and I hope you enjoy them. Be interesting to see if a little resin could repair the broken off piece of that bone cover on the Schrade. Hope you like these, my friend. Keep up the great work that so many of us they benefit from, and God bless and keep you and your family. Take care. Ozark Boy. Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate this so much. I really do, man. I can't wait to see these. There's the pins there he sent right here, or the springs, I should say. And we're fixing to look at this real quick. Kevin Devane, what's going on, buddy? Stuart Hightower, Bear & Sons on the Moore Maker is my guest too. Yeah, I'm not liable to say whether it is or it ain't, but y'all watched. Man, that is nice. Check that out, y'all. That's bone too. Wow. Yes, sir. The nail nick. We got to get this. Hang on a second. I'm going to push this button here. I'm going to open this up. Man, that blade is nice. Check that out. It is a Presto. I don't know if y'all can read that right there. Yes, sir. They ain't gonna focus in on this live, but that is a beautiful knife, man. The Ozark's Boy, but I appreciate this so much, man. This is really a cool knife, and it does lock good. So a nail nick in this would work really good, and we could put a little epoxy there, right there. Very cool, man. And put a pin in there. I see what he's referring to now. Yes, sir. Very nice, buddy. Thank you so much, man. We'll open the next one now. Yes, sir. Another little the automatic knife. Yeah, a hammer brand. It's got USA over to the right. That means it was made from 45 to 55, with the hand holding the hammer up with the USA over to the right as you're looking at the tang. So very cool. And this blade too locks well too. Very, very nice. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that so much. And Springfield, Missouri. I'll share where he is from. Bear with me real quick, guys. Share. Right there. He is 748 miles away from right here. Ain't that cool? Springfield is Missouri. And Ozark's Boy, thank you so much for it, buddy. Hoorah. Let me get this cleaned up, put it back in the bag, and we'll go to one more, then we'll talk a little bit. Okay, this one right here, guys, comes from Mansfield, Ohio. Check that out. It is a magnet. That's cool. Hello, Sergeant Ben Bentley. I really enjoy watching the video you provide on YouTube each morning. When I get a notification, I tap the screen and say good morning, afternoon, or good evening. That is when I'm not at work. I try to get my farm chores done early just to watch, because this brings joy to my life. You also got me hooked on Brother Hambone Blades. Yeah, he's really good at making knives, y'all. He does great work, and I have a couple of his knives so far. That's great, buddy. I know you have the Zippos, but I'm sure you don't have one like this. Uh-oh. Merry it's Christmas. I hope you enjoy. Michael Barnett. Well, buddy, thank you so much for this. If you don't mind, please send me a sticker. Thanks. Address on back. I sure will, bro. Sure will. Thank you for this. Can't wait to see what he sent y'all. And Cheesy Moon has got me one like my other one, a display case. Is going right here. I have several to put in it already, and this is going to be one of them. That one over there is already full. I'm going down to see Mr. Pat. That's Cheesy Moon. Next month. I can't wait to see him. Can't wait to see him. Here it is, guys. We're going to see what this is. Oh, can you believe that? That is me and my wife in front of a Christmas tree. How in the world did he do that? That is so cool, man. Yes, sir. Oh, buddy. That is so cool, man. That is a 23 A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. That's the ninth month is September. But check that out, y'all. Ain't that cool? That is awesome of you, buddy. Awesome. And that was last year. That was last year, buddy. Thank you so much for that. I love that, man. Love that. That is so cool. Thank you, buddy. I did not expect that at all. Not at all. Wow. Ain't that cool, y'all? Man, the stuff I get in from y'all, man, is just amazing. I mean, it really is, guys. I'm humbled. I really am to receive such awesome gifts from y'all. So much. Let's see where it's from. Mansfield, Ohio. Let's share that real quick. Share screen. Right here. And Mr. Barnett is he's actually, where'd the miles go? There it is, 762 miles away from my little town right here. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, buddy, so much for you supporting the channel and giving me a big old surprise like that. Thank you so much, buddy. All right. Got that done. We got 2 more to do. We can chat some now. Let's see. Vincent, what's going on, buddy? Vincent Lopresti is in here. That joker drove all the way down to the knife show from Long Island, New York, over 1,100 miles. And that's just awesome, buddy. He's just a great guy. He always buys a bunch of knives on Whatnot. I'm talking about not just my Whatnot. Every knife channel I know, he is a big supporter. Thank you so much for being in here, buddy. Let's see. Sheepdog, she is gonna love that the Zippo. She's watching right now, but she was in there doing the packages. She's wrapping the presents, getting ready for the Wednesday. So When is my next whatnot? That is a good question. I was going to try to have one the first week of December, but man, I just got overwhelmed with other stuff, and I just had that knife show. I was trying to straighten up from it, and time just got away. We had to hurry up and buy the gifts for that toy drive, and there's one thing about whatnot. If you don't have so many sales already, I think over 1,000 sales, I think you got to have before you actually get the money. See, right now, when I sell on whatnot, I ship it out, and I don't get the money till actually whatnot gets confirmation that the package has been delivered. So I got to wait about 2 weeks before I actually get paid. So in order for me to get have the whatnot auction, because see, I had went to Florida, and I just have to upload a lot of information in the whatnot about each knife I'm selling, and it was just a bunch of work that I was going to have to do, and we already had $500 to go by, and that's what we did. That was from the knife show. So, but we're gonna have one soon. Probably in the middle of next month. So, Mr. Howard K, what's going on, buddy? Let's see. My wife has banned me off of whatnot. Yeah, I understand. MIPD 1980 EDC. That is hard to say, buddy. I think you had the video the other day that you went into a surplus store that had nothing but knives. I think that was you, man. That was awesome. I wish there was a place like that around here. It's an Army surplus store. Y'all go check out MIPD 1980 EDC. I'm telling you, this whole store had just bins and bins, kind of like the Goodwill bins, but it was nothing but knives. It had multi-tools. It was a slap amazing. It really was. Thanks to you, Kevin. I got my first Moormaker sodbuster and leather scabbard. Thanks, Doc, for showing yours. I fell in love with it. Paul, that is a knife. A nice knife. It really is. I carry mine all the time. I got mine here. And it's a workhorse, very strong. Love that thing, man. I really do. It's a great knife. Great knife. And I really wish Case would make one that locks. You know what I mean? I'd rather have this than Case all day long, simply because it locks, and it's very well made. Very well made. Texas State Surplus Store. That was an awesome video. It was, Dan. It sure was. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Hello, Knife Doctor, family, friends, and all the knife community. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Level Pebble in Northeast Alabama. And that was MH. Howard K. Mine tried to get me to stop from whatnot, but it's an addiction. It is. It is. I love to hunt for knives, and A.W. Cutley Custom Designs. He put me on a knife that goes into my Remington this display case. Great price too, and I'll share that with you when it comes in. But it's one of the two left, so awesome price. I can't wait to share that with y'all. But it's addicting to look and shop for knives. It really is. John Adams, how's Wade? He's just good old Wade. He really is. I talked to him yesterday. I actually saw him yesterday. He come, and I have some stuff to give to Knife Crazy and Carolina Knives. You know, Knife Crazy is Matt, and Carolina Knives is Crawford, his grandson, and he's going up there. I think the 30th, or I don't know. He's going up there right around the 1st, right before the 1st. And he's going to take some stuff up there for him. And I gave him something yesterday too, and gave him the buckle that Dan from Eureka, California gave him. And I gave him, and I forgot to give him Miss Peggy's knives, but I'll do that in January, along with giving Eric his book and Lamar his knife that's sent in by Dave. But he's doing good. Make a long story short, Wade is Wade. Average blend. Have you seen the new Queen knives? Matter of fact, I have seen the new Queen knives. I've actually held one in my hand. They're awesome. I held a true stag Queen knife in my hand, and it's awesome. Paul Knife Crazy. I stutter too, Kevin. My family it jokingly called me this Porky Pig. Oh well, buddy. It's who you are, man. That's who I am. I've been this way all my life. I've stuttered ever since I was in kindergarten, and Barry can attest to that. It's always been who I am, you know. It ain't stopped me, so don't let it stop you, you know. I don't know what I'd do if I wouldn't stutter, because I don't meet a stranger now. Back in the fall, in one of your shows, you showed us your deer feeder and camera setup. Any good pics or stories since? Nope. That little bit of stuff that I put out did not bring them out during the day. They come in here at night. I mean, early in the morning, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So, and my son is off now. He works for the local school. He's out for 2 weeks. So he plans on hunting some between now and the time he goes back. But he hasn't shot one yet. He ain't really tried that much, and I don't hunt no more. It's really for him, and because I've killed quite a few deer, and I just don't care for it no more. I really don't. What's going on? The world famous is in the house. Shopping for profit is here. That's the world famous Michael Hale. Glad to have you in here, man. Where do you buy your hats? Where I buy my hats? This one here comes from Love's Truck Stop, believe it or not. But the ones I usually wear with the Knife Doctor on them and stuff, it comes from Dirt Road Dreams. It's Mercantile. My cousin Rebecca, she has a shop here in town, and she does hats. She does these mugs. She does all kinds of stuff, and anything she does is excellent work and quality. I promise you. But I love that right there. I like the 33 ounce, like I was saying a while ago, but I love the 20 ounce. I really do. I love it a lot more than the big cup. Hi, Doc. I love to watch your channel every day from a small town in North England called is Middlesbrough. Bro, I think that's how you say it, buddy. Man, is Middlesbrough. I hope I'm saying it right, but that's cool, buddy. Thank you for being here, Mr. John Dunn. That's cool, buddy. Thank you for being here all the way from over across the pond, man. Thank you so much. Hey, Kevin, came across your channel a couple months ago and have been enjoying the videos. Keep up the good work. Merry Christmas. Well, thank you, Mr. George. I appreciate that, buddy. SJ, the Relics and Restoration. Shout out to Mario and Dennis, the Whipple. I typed that comment the earlier, but didn't hit send. Well, I see it now, buddy. Pretty cool. With all those Zippos, do you enjoy a nice cigar? I don't smoke at all. I tried it when I was young, probably when I was about 15 years old, and I coughed my lung up, and I ain't touched it since. Now I did enjoy my dad's. He smoked non-filtered Camel, and smoked them a good bit, and I really enjoyed the smell of that tobacco with the Zippo smell, and that's why I love the Zippos today. He always had a silver one, and that clicking of that lid reminds me of him, and so. But I don't smoke, buddy. I don't really care for it, man. Let's see. Vincent Lepresti, the Ellaville Knife Show t-shirts were of excellent quality. My son and daughter have been wearing them constantly. Awesome, buddy. Yeah, the ones that I have haven't shrunk or anything, and that's what I asked her to get me. I actually got the shirt brand Because True Home, they sent me some shirts, and that True Home T-shirt they sent me, well, it wears good, just good quality. It didn't even never shrink up, and that's what she got, and it holds up. It really does. Good evening, Doc. Merry Christmas from Dunbar, Pennsylvania. Well, hey, buddy, Mr. Ken, appreciate that. Craig Craig Bentley. Merry Christmas from all us, the Bentleys further south. Well, hey, Craig. Been watching every day, Mr. Ebert Combs. Been watching the Everyday for a year or two. At least you got a great channel. Keep it going, Doc. I'm going to do my best, buddy. Thank you for that. Vincent LaPresi, my father smoked the Lucky Strikes for many years. Yeah, I remember those too. My mom used to smoke them Salem's, and those stunk so bad. Smelled like the menthol or something. I didn't really care for those. But the non-filtered Camel, those smelled good to me. How many knives do you have? Chasing squirrels. Buddy, I don't have a clue. I really don't. Never counted them. I promise you, it's well over 1,000 though. I promise you. Don't have a clue, man. I never counted them. I really don't want to take the time to count them because it'd probably make me sick if I knew the exact amount. But I just my favorite knife is the next knife I buy. How about that? I don't know. It's just I just love knives. Always have loved knives. Dan Harris, John 3:16. That's exactly right, buddy. Hoorah. Amen. Sheepdog traveling isn't cool how a sound can bring back bring back memories. Yes, sir, it is. Like even the songs. Songs are always good. You hear a song, you have your favorite song, and you always bring back something you was doing at the time when you really fell in love with that song. Yes, sir. Sounds do really bring back that. They sure do. Howard K. There is nothing better than a good cigar, but don't inhale. Just ask Bill Clinton. Howard, you ain't right, buddy. Let's see. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Doc, and thank you for your service and your channel, sir. Well, thank you, buddy. For it's Mr. Martin. I appreciate that, buddy. Kodiak Edge, my favorite knife is the one I can use well. Yes, sir, it is. Brian, love your show. Thanks for your service and keep up the good work. Rest in peace, Randy, and prayers for his family. Well, I appreciate that, Brian. I really do, buddy. Cameron Tiff, my favorite part of collecting and fixing knives is the hunt. You're exactly right. Because, guys, I'm telling you, there's just something about it, and I'm sure y'all experienced it. It's just when you leave that morning, you have no idea what you're going to buy. You don't even have a clue what you're looking for. You just know you're looking for something, and I always say it, but you don't know what you're looking for until you find it on a knife hunt. And I'm addicted. I really am. I've had to slow down this month. I hit it hard when I went to Florida over Thanksgiving to visit my son, but I had to slow down because I bought Randall's. I had to buy Christmas, pay taxes. I just had to spend another $500 on my truck, so yeah. So I'm not going to be at a knife hunt till sometimes next month. So I want a few more Bulldog knives on a Whatnot auction. Hope to show them to Mr. Eric at next year's show. That's cool. Is Vincent. He loves in Bulldogs. And Mr. Vincent, please let me know if you want to sell that Case Barlow. I want to get it before Wade does. Because I know Wade was wanting that thing too, and I was too. So he can't talk on this show. So so I have an edge on old Wade on that case. It's a case tested Barlow. And Vincent, send me a photo of that thing if you don't mind, man. I would love to see it again. let's see, Charlie Cook, just cleaning up an Uncle Henry LB7 USA, going through some of my knives and found this one in its sheath and it's tarnished. Yes, sir. If you leave it like in the sheath, that the something about the metallic in that brass will make it corrode against the leather. It always does. And if you leave it in there long enough, it will pit it. It will make little holes. So be careful with that. That's why you shouldn't store them in sheaths for a long period of time. Dime, I just got done hand making some cowbone guitar picks for some gifts on Christmas. Super happy with it. That's cool, buddy. That is cool. Sharon Manley, love your posts. Enjoyed the knife show and can't wait till next year. Me too. And that next year's show is going to be November the 15th of next year. Can't wait. Well, guys, I'm fixing to open another package and then we'll start to talk again. And this one here, guys, believe it or not, this is the first one from this state. It comes all the way from Standish, Maine. How about that? First one from Maine. I was so excited, like when I got it, like in the mail. And the package, I mean, the letter says, "Hi, Kevin. I really enjoy watching your videos. You have inspired me to save the lives of old knives." Well, that's cool. I recently bought a 1972 case sidebuster because of the videos. The knife was rusty and needed some TLC to get it snapped back. How about that? I also bought a lot at a local auction. The lot included a buck, which is my passionate favorite. It also had a hammer colonial on 2 vintage Victorinox. That is awesome. Also from the auction, I got a Hofritz Victoria and 2 lighters from Japan. I know they are not the Zippos, but I thought you may still appreciate them. Also thought you may like the Hofritz, which I believe was made by Victorinox. I wanted you to have them as a thank you for sharing your experiences and teaching how to repair knives. Merry Christmas, Joe Dacey from Standish, Maine. Well, Joe, thank you so much for that, buddy. I appreciate that. I can't wait to see these things. Wow. We'll look at the lighters first. Close this real quick. He got them wrapped tight. Man, that's cool right there. That is solid. See that right there? That's pretty. I've never worked on these. That's cool, isn't it? It's solid now. Here's the other one here. Check that one out. Oh, how you open it? Oh, there we go. Just like that. That little, that's how you strike it with that little thumb twist right there. Very cool. Thank you for this, buddy. This is Flamex Slim Light, made in Japan. See that? Very cool. And this one here just has got something written there, but it does have Japan on it right there. Very cool. Joe, appreciate that, buddy. Now, check this out. Come all the way from Maine, the first one. There it is right here. It's a 3-blade knife. It's got a little pin blade, a little nail, the cleaner and file, and the main blade right there. And this is a Hofritz stainless. Very cool. Yeah, it does look like the Victorinox because you got the little crossbow right there on the back of it. See that right there? The very bottom down there. Very cool. Well, Joe, thank you so much for this, buddy. I appreciate this so much. And you are the first one from Maine, and that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And we will share where Mr. Joe is from real quick. Let's see. There it is right there. Standish, Maine. And he is how many miles away? 1,285 miles away from Ellerville, Georgia. Right here. That's a long way. I want to tell y'all something about Mr. Wade. He used to live up here in Maine, believe it or not. He used to snowmobile and everything. Pretty cool. He's told me some stories about Maine. He loved it up there. He really did. Bet y'all didn't know that about Mr. Wade. He's full of fascinating stories. I just love for him to tell a story about him knife hunting because he gets so into it. He gets so into the story. I love it. He's a great story teller. He really is. Joe, thank you so much, buddy. Thank y'all. All right, we'll talk a little bit more. We got one more to open up. We'll do that in a little while. The next one's a pretty good size one, so it'll take some time. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, anticipating the next the Ellerville show. I am too. It's gonna be. I can't wait. I really can't. This year I'm gonna try to shop some. I didn't get to shop on during the last show, and Wade got all the good knives. Let's see. Tyson Walsh found an MS LTD. This double X at a market last month. Navy issued rope knife with sheep's foot and marlin spike. Case and Son bought a cutlery company in Nova Scotia, Canada during World War II to manufacture for Canadian Navy. You know what? I have one of those. I have a case one right now. That's one good thing about having your knives on display. You can find them real quick. But here it is. Here it actually got traded to me from Canada. I sent him a dragonfly, a Spyderco. But it's there it is right there, and you can see the double X there. This is a sheepfoot or a roping knife with the marlin spike, and it's a great knife. Springs are strong. See that right there? But it's got this little blade here. See that right there? You see it's got a serial number right here. But this was made by Case for the Canadian Navy during World War II. Very cool. Awesome. That's what he's referring to. And that is, I don't know if I mentioned his name. I'm sorry. That was from Tyson Walsh. Kev, bring up the Elite Field Knife 5150 from First Edge Knives. I don't know that knife, buddy. The Kodiak Edge. I must have forgot. I don't remember that. Bombs, BAMSEMOI. I have a distance of 4,899 miles to Ellerville. Where are you from, Bombs? Let's see. Doc, I have that King Cutter cup. That's all awesome. Yeah, yeah, it is. Very cool. Um, Cheesy Moon, how many do you like from being 1,000 subs? He says if he don't hit 1,000 subs by next year, I'll have a K-bar rehandle project for sale. I actually have one. I need to rehandle. I got one in the other day, a K-bar from World War II. Uh, it's Kodiak Edge says, Kev, bring up the Elite Field Knife 5150 from First Edge Knives, U.S. Navy SEALs newest knife. Didn't even know they had a new knife, buddy. I'll have to look into that. And Vincent says, is Mr. Kevin, I have a R1128 trapper that I believe you need for the Remington display, new with box. Let's see, R1128. Let me see if that's it. Actually, that's the one I just bought, buddy. I actually got that one already. I got it today, believe it or not. So I don't need that one no more, buddy. I'm sorry. I appreciate the offer though. Got it for a great deal too, for $63, believe it or not, new in the box. 1796 Patriot. Man, good knife books are hard to find and they want big bucks for them. Can't even find any new ones. Do you have any suggestions? I tell you what, I found an online store the other day. It's called, hang on. I actually bought 2 books. One's coming to me and I actually gifted one. Let's see. Bear with me. I think it's called, yes, it's thriftbooks.com. Check those out and just check for knife books. But I tell you, this one here is pretty good. It's a 9th edition. Mr. Paul Parker, Mr. Jim Parker wrote this, and I got this in the other day on a trade, and I love it. It's not as detailed on some things with the 15th, but it's got a lot more detail, like little stories and stuff about the history of knife companies and the people that owned them. I'm very surprised, but that's a good book. So any knife book that you can that's got the official collector's knives would be good to get. It sure would. And the book that Mr. Howard K sent in, hang on. Right here, knives and razors. This has got a lot of detail about these Case, Queen, the Remington, the Robesons, the Winchesters, and the big knife companies. Great stuff. This is a great book, and I appreciate Mr. Howard K for sending this in. I really do. And this is the 5th edition. I think this was 99. I think it was, if I remember right. But the author is Jim Sargent. So search for him. And these books ain't really that much. So they're not as pricey as the newer ones of the collector's knives by Mr. Price. So let's see. Merry Christmas from Mike and Adrian in Dallas, Georgia. Yes, we have really added to my husband's collection since we started watching you. Thanks for all you do. Well, Miss the Adrian, thank you so much for all the support and coming through the knife show. Thank you. The only sad thing about the knife shows is that it's not until November. I know, I know, but it's gonna make it really special when it comes here. uh, I thought about doing one in the spring and one in the fall, guys, but it wouldn't mean as much then. I think if we do it once a year, it'd be great. It really would. Um, let's see. Checked out half price book for knife books. Picked one up today for $12. Wow, that's sheepdog. SJ, the relics and restorations. Patrick, we're getting really close to 1,000. That's cool, buddy. Y'all go check out it's Cheesy Moon. If y'all haven't subscribed to him, y'all go over there and help him out to get to one to one 1,000. If the knife show is in the summer, I would try and ride down on one of my the motorcycles. Yeah, it won't be in the summer, buddy. Here, it can just get so hot, man, with a lot of humidity. It's just terrible. I'm telling you, this summer here was so hot. I didn't really. After about lunchtime, I stayed indoors for a while. I was working in here with the air on. So it's too hot to have any type of events at that time. Just too hot. Just bought my first case knife ever on Whatnot the yesterday. Can't wait to hold it. That's Jack the Ripper. Very cool, buddy. Congrats on that. Kodiak Edge Wade. He might be the watching, but he can't comment because he's watching it on TV. That'd be a good book. Jim Parker on case for a while. I think he did. He sure did. Howard, the Bentley. Bud Bucky's finally opened up here in Amarillo, and I was able to get the Bear and Sons Folding Hunter. Been waiting wanting it since I saw it on your show. It's a great knife. It really is. Great knife. Very strong snap. I appreciate you getting that too, buddy. Yeah, Paul, Knife Crazy says is looking for the 15th edition official price guide to knives. Can't afford eBay prices. Yeah, they are off the chain. They really are. I'm glad I bought mine back in about 2011 or 2010, something like that. I can't remember, but I only paid about $22 for it at Barnes and Nobles. Now they don't even carry knife books. You go in there and ask them, and they don't carry any type of knife books or collector's books. They used to, but they don't now. And but they do carry the Blade magazine. I bought one the other day in Columbus. Any chances on restocking camo knife trucker hats? We will. I'm not in charge of that though. My cousin, she does it all. I don't make anything on the hats, t-shirts. I let her do all that. I just try to support her, and but she is going to be restocking. She has so many orders for the Christmas time, and she has been swamped. But she actually worked 24 hours straight the other day just trying to get the orders out before the Christmas time, and her husband was up there the next day filling orders. And they're just a small the business, and they do it all by hand. And but hit her up after the first year when it slows down for her. I promise you, she'll get some in. I think she has some in like this, and she can get you one, and I'll share the link. I sure will. The Vincent says my only regret regarding the Ellaville Knife Show was that it's so busy that I never had a chance to walk around and see the other tables. I agree, buddy. it was so busy, and it was just nice. It was probably one of the better than ever I would have ever imagined it to be. I mean, it really was. It was busy all day long. It really was. It was great. Great meeting. It just wasn't about the knives, guys. I done said this. It was about meeting y'all, meeting everyone, and just spending time and talking with them as long as I could. It was very nice. Trevor Wilson just ordered knives and razors. Last one it claimed in thrift books. Did you just order it from when I said this? Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, they don't. Thrift Books has got some good prices. Y'all check them out. I just got the the Ritter RSK with carbon fiber handle and magnet cut steel. Wow. Don't even know what that knife looks like. I might have to look that up. oh, Howard K. I hear Wade yelling at the TV. Yeah, he probably is talking to the TV. Hey, Wade. How you doing, buddy? Oh, I'm gonna send him a text and see if he's on here. Y'all hang on one second. Y'all say hey to him if he is. Hang on. Let's see. See what he says. JJ, probably a silly question, but do any of the modern full custom handmade pocket knives catch your interest? I really have really gotten into Kinnison knives out of Texas. I tell you what, them pocket knives that people do make that's custom made are very nice. They really are. They're pricey, but they have to be because of all the hours they spend on them. I just don't have the money to actually buy a lot of them. I plan on buying one from the Handbone Blades sometime this coming year, but because he makes some awesome knives. But I really don't get into custom made knives because one thing they're pricey for one, and to collect them, you know, they're really hard to get your money back out of them if you ever try to sell them. You know what I mean? Uh, it would have to be a well-known the craftsman like the Randalls up here, or is Jimmy Lyle, or stuff like that. But I totally understand why they're so high, because they spend hours and hours on each knife. And well, I'm not saying they're not worth it at all. They are very well worth it because they're very well made. They really are, and they pay attention to their craftsmanship. So they're not going to send out a bad knife. It's always going to be a great knife, and a well the manicured knife. So they attention to detail, and Handbone Blades always is he's backed up now. So, but I plan on getting with him sometime this coming year to make him one. Clayton the Rogerson, kids and I love the knife show. Knife cannot thank you enough. It means a lot to us. Well, thank you, Clayton. And you're from Kentucky. He's the one that won at the Berenson knife last week. Let's see. Let's see. Fortunate enough to own a Handbone piece, beautiful. Yeah. See, the Vincent, he bought one. The Handbone blade. He said, fortunate enough to own a Handbone piece, a beautiful slimline trapper. Yeah, he does great work. He really does. The rights. I want another Puma. I live the one that Wade bought. I love the one that Wade bought. Yeah, he bought a nice one. He sure did. At the knife show. Chuck, hey, Kevin and Wade, thanks for your service to our great country. God bless you both. Well, thank you for that, Chuck. Appreciate that, buddy. Uh, Okay. Let's see, Sandy Ward. Sandy Ward, enjoyed meeting you and Wade at the knife show. Watched daily from Sims, North Carolina. First time Wade has been speechless regarding knives. It's because he has to be. Yeah. Does Kershaw have a lifetime warranty? Howard, buddy, that's a good question. I know they have a warranty, but I don't know if if it's a lifetime or not. I know I did learn something about the Cobra Tech knives. You remember the in and out that I got? Let's see. I can't find it. Bear with me. Anyway, I'm going to be taking that thing apart because the Cobra Tech knives, they're lifetime warranty, but when you buy them, you actually got to fill out a warranty card and send it in. So you can't buy one like you can with Buck and just send it in. You actually got to be the original owner, and you got to be actually be registered with the warranty card, your name on it. So I learned that. So I'll be taking that one apart to see how they work. I've never taken a in and out apart, but it's in here somewhere. It's probably in a drawer or something. So I'll find it, and I'll be doing a video on that one. I can't wait to see how they work. SJ Relics and Restoration, seeing Gordon's knives in person was truly impressive. He is an amazing artist and craftsman. I'm glad I was able to get a Muskrat Pro from him. Yes, sir. Michael Barnt, I got a couple of Brother Hambone blade knives. I actually got a 5x5 elk with the elk handle neck knife he made me. That is awesome. Not live. Oh, this is Mr. Lance from Columbus. Hello, Kevin. I found a cool belt buckle for Mr. Wade yesterday at the Lee County Flea Market. That's cool, buddy. We're going to get together sometime in January now, Lance. We need to eat somewhere like Ezel's or something on a Friday. You like Ezel's? Because me and Val went there the other day, and it was delicious. We always try to go over there ever so often. So me and you can meet there if you like there. I'll buy you lunch, buddy. John Adams, I want a knife slip from Knife Crazy. Well, John, send him something on the YouTube, and y'all can work things out. He'll probably will sell you one. Let's see. Okay, guys, let's open the last package we have, and this comes all the way from Hesperia, California. How about that? That's a long way. Check all that out. Pretty awesome, man. Let's read the note. Hello, Doctor. I have a knife problem that has been following me since I was tiny. Flea markets, pawn shops, antique shops, gun and knife shows since the mid-'70s. That's awesome. I have seen some of your videos and realized that some others out there seem to have the same problem. Enclosed are some goodies that might be interesting. Keep up the hunt. God bless. George. P.S. I do not like China knives either. Seems like they cornered the market out here in Cali. They're everywhere, buddy. They're everywhere. Nothing that there's anything wrong with anybody buying a China-made knife. I don't knock that whatsoever. I just don't buy them. I don't buy them. Every once in a while I will, just to try them out. And but y'all know the story behind that. I'm not going to get into all that. But I mainly look for European and Japan and mainly the USA made knives. Because I just love to collect those. I mainly love the stories behind the USA and European. Usually the European companies are connected with the USA made companies in some way, form, or fashion. They're immigrants coming over, and just amazing stories. They really are. Look at this one here, y'all. Ain't that cool? A melon tester. And this one's probably a colonial. It is a colonial stainless. Excellent shape. Ooh, look at the saw teeth on it. Y'all just notice that. See that right there? How about that? It's so cool. It's got P. Tavilla, Miami, Florida. Ain't that cool? See if it snaps good. Ooh, it didn't snap all the way down. Let's see. There we go. How about that? I don't want to put my finger in the way. Good gracious. Now this one's pretty cool. Now this is a knife that has been made. It might be made that way. A Rogers, M. Rogers manufacturing company. Now that's pretty cool. I don't know if it's been made that way or it was actually come that way. I'm not really sure. That's pretty cool, ain't it? Kodiak Edge, you got some watermelons in your garden. Not today, I don't. It's supposed to get down to about 29 here. Now this one right here is a U.S. Marine Corps one. I think Kingston made these, and you see they did. You see the brass line, the liners in this one. Kingston made this knife here, and it's looks like it's in pretty good shape. These were actually before the Camillus started making theirs. But it's got a can opener, and it's got a flat tip screwdriver, bottle opener, and this main blade has been whittled down. It's been worked on some, and it's got the punch blade right here. Very cool. Needs to be clean, be cleaned up. I think I got a blade that'll fit that too. That'd be cool to restore. These are the easiest ones to restore, guys. All you got to do is grind that head down, and you can take it apart. All three heads down and take them all apart. These are probably the best ones to learn how to redo a pocket knife. You don't have to worry about bolsters. Don't have to worry about handle material. If you got 2 or 3 of them, you can probably take all 3 apart and make one good one. But if you want to learn how to take one apart, these are the knives to do it with, I'm telling you, because you can find them pretty good prices too, and they always usually have broke springs. The Camillus ones. Now, I very seldom find a Kingston that with broke springs, but the Camillus ones are notorious about having the broke springs. But again, these are the funnest and best ones to work and learn on. They really are. Now this one, I don't know what this is. Check that out. Made in the Italy, right there. Huh. Very cool. This one, I've seen these before. Now these are like a razor knife here. You just push it out like that. These are good knives, good little the EDC knives at work and stuff. And it's got the Western on there. Very cool. Check that one out. That's a Boy Scout, the Ulster knife made by Schrade. Got a broke blade. Now these are hard to work on because they got that. If I can remember that key, the Sheridan key, I think it is. But Mr. The Southern Knife the hobbyist, he was working on one with the Sheridan key in it, and he just drilled a hole. And I'm taking that from him. I actually have made some Sheridan keys before, and they're hard to do. They're hard to. It takes you a long time to get it just right, but I actually have made some Sheridan keys that actually work, all the ones that I've tried on did not work, but I have made some that did work. But now I'm just going to drill a hole and put a pin in there because it's a lot easier and it works just as good, and you can always work on it again. But these are abundance. There's so many of these out there, but they're great knives. You got a punch blade, and you got a flat tip screwdriver with a bottle opener. It's just a regular the Boy Scout knife with a can opener. And again, the main blade is broke right here. Good stuff. This one here is a little cut master, a hobo knife. I have several of these, and they've got the clamshell the handles on there. You see here, it's just little tabs on each end, but that's what it looks like without the clamshell. See, but great knives. They really are good to throw in your backpack. It's got everything you need to go camping. You got a little fork. It just takes a while to eat because the fork is so small. It's a 3-pronged fork. But it'll get you by now. This will get you by. It's got a can opener right here, and it's got a main blade. They're old too now. They're probably from the 50s and 60s. But I have yet to figure out how. Is it a Colonial Cutmaster? I think it's a Colonial. I'm sorry. But anyway, you can't see it. But these are Colonial knives, not Cutmasters. I don't know if you know if Cutmaster makes these. But it's hard to. I've yet to learn how to date a Colonial knife. So, but great little knives to have. They really are. I don't know what this is. Oh, a lighter. Check that out, y'all. And that wick looks like an asbestos wick, so it's old. Check that out. I've never seen a lighter that small. Check that out. I bet you the Zippo stuff will work in here. I might have to try it. I'm going to change the wick out and put a modern day wick in there. And this is going to be fun. I bet you a Zippo wick or a flint will work in there too. I bet it will. I'm going to take it apart right now. There it is. See, the spring and the little screw is not connected. It's made to just fit down in there. It's made to put the flint in that little hole, and the spring goes in there. I might have to look these up. I might have to look to see if there's any the name or anything on here. This is so cool. I love this stuff, guys. I don't see no markings on it at all, but it's brass. It looks like it's very well made, and it's got an asbestos wick in there, so it's got to be old. But it's got that cotton up in there. See there? This is going to be fun, y'all. I cannot wait to try this. Yes, sir. That's coming soon. Then it's got your little cap right there. I think somebody just pulled the wick all the way out, but we're going to put a new Zippo wick in there. Sure. This is just your little SD, the classic. Might be is it an SD classic? A Victorinox, yeah. SD meaning screwdriver. You see that little screwdriver on your fingernail file? You can still clean your fingernails like with that, but it's so convenient to have that screwdriver. This is called an SD for screwdriver. And then they make the classics, which is just got a point up there, but you got your little scissors. They need to be oiled, but you got your toothpick and tweezers, and that one's nice, very nice. Now this one here is old now. I love that right there. Ooh, it's a Camillus, y'all. Never seen a Camillus like this. Check that out. See, I love that bottle opener with the blade on the same blade. Actually, GEC makes one like this called the Beerlow. It looks like a Barlow knife, but it's called a Beerlow. And they have a little bitty blade on top of a can opener or a bottle opener, and I'm gonna get me one. But it's also got the corkscrew here. Don't have one like this. This is very, very cool. And it's got an advertisement on there. Brown-Forman Distillery Company Incorporated at Louisville, Kentucky. How about that? Since 1870 is the Brown-Forman Distillery Company Incorporated. How about that? Ain't that awesome? I love that, dude. Awesome. And according to that Tang stamp, Camilla's Cutlery Company. Camillus, New York. Will I be dog? I don't know. I might have to look that up. Really am. And the last one, guys. See, that looks like it's a made in Japan. But now I'm gonna tell you, it could be made in Japan. But see that nail pull right there? You know what that nail pull looks like to me? It looks like a queen. It does. So we're gonna see. I can't, it's got something on there. It locks good. I can't really make out the. Nope. It fooled me all the way around. It's China made. That's China made. It sure is. It fooled me though. The way the bolsters are, the way the wood the handles are and everything. It sure looked like a Japan-made knife. Sure did. Very cool though. Thank you, man, for that. Appreciate that. Coming all the way from Hesperia, California, Mr. George. Let me see. Let me show you where he's from. Let's see. Present. Let's see. Share screen. Right here. He lives a long ways away. And he lives 2,180 miles away from Ellerville, Georgia. And we're going to see right there near LA. Pretty cool. Them knives come all the way from California, all the way out here to Ellerville, Georgia. Little bitty old town. Very cool. All right, let me clean this up real quick, guys. Let's put all the knives. That one will be remaining out because I'm going to be working on him real soon. I'm going to probably give this to somebody I know, Mr. Lamar. He likes that. He likes them knives. I'm going to keep this oiled up a little bit, and I'll be giving away a bunch of these at the Atlanta Blade Show. So if you see me, be sure to ask me if I ain't ran out yet. I'll give you one. So I'm starting to pick these up now. I probably have about 15 of these now, or 16, and I'll be giving them away. The Atlanta Blade Show, along with some the stickers. So very cool. Let's see. The rights. I have given away about a dozen of classics over the last year. It's a great knife everyone should carry with their keys. You're right. The rights. I have one of these on every keychain that I have. They're so convenient. So convenient. You got scissors, main blade, fingernail file and cleaner, along with tweezers and a toothpick. They're just perfect little EDC. They really are. Really are. And right now you can pick these up for, I think, for about $19 to $21 at Walmart, but I think it's $19 or $19.99 at Academy Sports. So very good stuff. Let's see. I have a glow-in-the-dark classic. You know, I seen them for sale on Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I started to order me one because I absolutely love those. The only one I've ever found at a flea market I gave $3 for it. It wasn't SD Classic. It's actually a big one. with a lot of tools. And I gave it to Glenn, Mr. Glenn, because he just loves them little the Victorinox, the odd colors. You can always buy a red one, but he likes the blues, the blacks, and I knew that one that glowed in the dark he'd love. His grandson loves it too because they think it has a light on it because it glows in the dark. It's pretty cool. What's the story? Okay, Tyson Walsh. What's the story on the hatchet over your left shoulder? Well, that hatchet right there was given to me by a good friend. I haven't met him yet, but Mr. Second Chance George. That right there is a keen cutter, the hatchet, pre-1940. He was in a flea market, or antique store up there in Minnesota. That's where he's from. He's actually from south of the Africa, but he's just a great guy, great channel, always gives great reviews, and just an honest man. And he works hard, he really does. But he's a great guy. Y'all check him out, Second Chance George. But anyway, he sent me a text and said, Kevin, if you see anything in here, just let me know. I'll pick it up. And I did. I watched the video, and I seen that King Cutter hatchet. Never seen one before, and I knew I had to have it. So I texted him. He got that axe from me. He also bought an axe or a buck out in California, made a sheath for it, and he sent them to me, and I offered him to pay him back, and he said, "No, you don't owe me a thing, buddy. You don't owe me a thing." So he actually gifted me that axe and that buck knife, sheath knife. That he's just an awesome guy. He really is. But that's the story behind that. The axe. I'll show that up close here in a video sometime this week, since you asked. But it's right over that King Cutter sign. That's an original porcelain King Cutter sign I found at an antique store over in Opelika, Alabama. Paid over $200 for it. And I knew I had to have it when I seen that. I like the King Cutter brand. I really do. It's just a good story. Mr. E.C. Simmons. Actually, I forgot to share this yesterday. I got it from Mr. Kendall Stoltz. I actually videoed it, but mistakenly cut it out of the video. It's a book he sent me. It's actually got the story of King Cutter in here. E.C. Simmons. Actually, there's a photo of Mr. E.C. Simmons right there. Ain't that awesome? He's the founder. And in his quote right here, a jobber's first duty is to help his customers to prosper. I love that. A jobber's first duty is to help his customers to prosper. Mr. E.C. Simmons. That is so cool. That's when customer service was customer service, guys. And it's got all the knives in here that E.C. Simmons made. It's just an awesome book. This was copyrighted in 1971, so it's 53 years old. But it's all about King Cutter, and I absolutely cherish this book. I really do. So cool. Now, when you come across a King Cutter that don't have E.C. Simmons, that was when Chapley Hardware bought them out in 1940, and they were in business making King Cutter knives all the way to 1960. So if you find one without the E.C. Simmons on it, it's from 1940 to 1960, when it has this Keystone logo here. Now, when they first got started, they had the Keystone logo, but you had E.C. Simmons somewhere on the knife, like the blade or stuff like that. But you had King Cutter on the tank stamp, but E.C. Simmons was somewhere on the blade when they first started. I think that was the first 2 years. So if you find one like that, that is really rare and really cool to find. It really is. But King Cutter is probably my favorite little. They're older than Case, or they were at one time. They started way before Case. They started actually in 1870. And I don't know when they started making knives, but I just love the story behind the hardware store. Very cool. Good question, because I love to talk about stuff like that. I really do. Kevin, this is what Adrian Gold said. Kevin, we don't live far from Johnny's Barbecue in Powder Springs, Georgia. Didn't know they had case knives until we saw you went there. Couldn't believe how many knives they had there. Food good too. Yes, ma'am. Uh, that Johnny's Barbecue of the Collette Country Store up in Powder Springs, Georgia. If y'all have never been, if y'all ever get a chance to go, the barbecue is slap amazing. Knife crazies on here, y'all. It is slap amazing, and they got case knives everywhere throughout the whole store. A lot of them are for sale, but a lot of them are on display. You know, you come up on a display that's got price tags, you know they're for sale. And the best thing about the ones that are for sale is they don't change the prices. It's fun to look through that thing and find an old knife with the old price on there. So it's like a needle in a haystack, so to speak, but it is fun to knife hunt like that. It really is. But you'll have a ball. And me and my wife Valerie and my son is coming up from Florida, and we may be doing a road trip up there because he wants to go there. So that's going to be a good little the road trip. But yes, the Powder Springs Collette Country Store is awesome. Knife Crazy. Hey, Dad. Mr. Wade, if you are watching, he has YouTube now. He does. He does. Man, he said he stayed up till 11 o'clock the other night. What? He watching the videos. Let's see. Trevor Wilson, I've just seen you. Would be interested in a Gerber. Oh, would you be interested like in a Gerber Pack 3 handyman? But I don't even know what those look like. I have to look those up. If it's USA made, I sure would. Email me at knifeproxx@gmail.com and we'll talk on a trade. We sure will. Knifeproxx@gmail.com. Trevor. Let's see. Yeah, Knife Crazy. John Adams said he wants one of your slips, and Nick does too. They make some good stuff. They really do. I have a few of them, and I cherish them. I really do. Okay. Hey Doc. Sheepdog said, "Hey Doc, the little one from the Italy is a pipe tool used for cleaning smoking pipes." I can see that now. On the Edge 72, did you tell us how to win the More Maker yet? I did, but I'll do it again since we have so many on here now. I'm giving away this knife, y'all. I'll be actually screen recording it on my phone when I pick the winner, but you got to comment on this video, not on the live. I learned that last week. I thought all these comments counted, but they don't. You got to wait till the video uploads. Then you got to comment. Just let me know what you want for the Christmas, or just say, hey, whatever. We're going to pick a random comment with a random comment picker on my phone. I'm going to screen record it, and I'll show it to you on a video. Probably coming out Tuesday because I'm going to do it sometime Monday. And but whoever wins, I'll contact you on that comment with you having to email me at knifeproxx@gmail.com. Again, knifeproxx@gmail.com. You always find my mailing address and my email in my video description. So just letting y'all know that. But again, this is a More Maker. This is the knife here. We're going to be giving this away. Got carbon steel blades, lock blade. It's a yellow composition, but this is a very, very well-made knife and sharp. Man, that carbon steel is very sharp. But that's the knife I'll be giving away right here. Very cool. But thanks for that, because I did do it at the beginning, and we have 271 in here right now. So appreciate you saying that. But don't forget now to comment on the video after it uploads, okay? And you'll be in the chance to win it. Let's see the rights. Did you get to keep any of your knives from when you were in the service? I did. I kept my K-bar from Ontario, New York. It's actually made by the Ontario Knife Company. It's not a K-bar, but it's the Marines always call that fighting style knife a K-bar, but it's actually a Ontario Knife Company. The company made it. So it's a very, very good knife. I kept it, and I actually own display right over there. Favorite kind of big smalls. My favorite kind of beer. I don't drink like I used to. I'll enjoy a beer every once in a while now, but I like Blue Moon. I like a free one. No, that is probably my favorite beer, a free one. I don't drink near as much like I used to. When I was in the Marine Corps and out of the Marine Corps, I used to drink a good, not all the time, but a good bit. But I don't drink near as much as I used to. I'll drink a beer every once in a while now. Let's see. Let's see. When is the Atlanta Blade Show? Ooh, it's a good question. I think it's the first weekend or second weekend in June. I can tell you real quick. Let's see. 2025 Atlanta Blade Show. I already got my room. Put it that way. It is 167 days away. It's June the 6th through the 8th of 2025. I already got my room up there. Coming in on Thursday night, staying Friday, and part of the day on Saturday, and coming back home on Saturday. Can't wait to go. Can't wait for it. I really can't. I had fun last year, but it was so overwhelming. It was my first time going, but it took me like till Saturday really to learn the room, and I didn't even make it to the little room over there. They said they had some good stuff in there too. So I plan on visiting the little room this year, but when you first walk in, all the modern stuff was kind of in the middle and over to the left. And all the traditional old pocket knives, they had a little section, well, a pretty big section over to the right. And that's where I found some good knives for good prices. I really did. And you'll see some of the knives that you only dream of seeing. I'm talking about immaculate mint auto knives from like the 20s and 30s. Just absolutely amazing. Now they want like $400 and $500 for them now. All these old World War II knives too that are like in mint condition, just absolutely gorgeous stuff. It really was, and it takes you, a day or two just to calm down, and because I was overwhelmed. And Matt, Knife Crazy, he's been to several, and he told me, he said, "You're gonna be overwhelmed. You need to take you a chair. You need to take you a backpack," and he's so right. You need stuff to actually, because there's so much free stickers and cards and just items are given away like knife mats and stuff like that. Just take advantage of that. I'm gonna try to buy an early bird special this year and get in there as soon as I can. But the line is a mile long once you get there over there that opening day on Friday, and it takes a while to get in there. So if you go, just plan to stand in line for a long time until it opens up, or you can just show up late. I think the doors open at like at 10 o'clock, or it was kind of late on Friday. But if you'd just showed up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you'd have been fine. You'd walk right on in there. It's just everybody's wanting to get in there. Everybody's anticipating it, and everybody's in line. And I'm telling you, it was wrapped halfway around the building and way out. You couldn't even see the line no more. It was crazy, really. But I really enjoyed it. Really did. I met a lot of good folks in there too. Let's see. When are you going to get the 1911? What Bear Snipe said, buddy, I don't know. I don't know. I got to recuperate some funds, man. I done bought some Randalls, Christmas, taxes. I done spent $500 on my truck. I don't know. It might be sometime this coming year, man. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Big Smalls used to drink a lot of Blue Moon. The pictures with orange slices during happy hours when stationed in San Diego, 2002. I can understand that. Just found a coyote. I just found a K-bar USMC fighting knife made between 1923 to 1951. Wow, yes, sir. I know the tank stamp you're talking about. A K-bar is all caps. It's got only in New York up under it. That's the same way as this one here. The handle's gone. And what happens, guys, the leather, they're usually in a wet, they got wet and they dry rot and they just fall off because they don't oil, you know. I was talking to a veteran that was in Vietnam about the Randall knife. And he had to, when he got back home, he had to redo the handle because in the jungle, it stayed wet so much, it just fell apart, you know, and it was a year over there. And the handle was just ruined and dry rotted when he got back, and didn't really think much about it at the time when he got back because, you know, you just put it up and over time it just dry rots because it was so wet and not taken care of. But that's what usually happens to fighting knives that really have been used. The handles deteriorate. The leather does. Chuck, Kevin, please don't scratch my more maker knife. Be careful. I sure will, buddy. Sure will. Kevin, what is your overall opinion on more maker knives? Well, the people that makes them now, they're making them really good. I don't think I've ever owned a true more maker when they was actually making them in Texas, even if they even made them in Texas. Not real sure they could have actually contracted them out then. I don't know, but I know the ones now. I know the people that make them now. Their quality control is quite good, and the ones that I own, I'll show you another one I own and I absolutely love. This one right here. It's got carbon steel. It's got to be cleaned up, but that's it there. Beautiful knife. That bone, but I absolutely love that bone, that white bone there, smooth white bone. And I'm actually going to try to jig it here sometime after the first of the year, like AW Custom Design. If y'all never watched him, how he does the jigging, he can make that thing look factory and beautiful. He can take a knife just like that and jig it, and you would have never known it that he done it. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Y'all go check his channel out, AW Custom Designs. He does some awesome. He's an artist. He really is. He's just one of the nicest guys you can ever meet. He actually came here and ate here at the Pallet Cabin here at the house. He'd come to the Atlanta. I mean, he come to the Ellaville Knife Show, and just absolutely awesome to meet. He really was. But again, he's an artist. Put it that way, and he can just make custom knives like nobody can. Let's see. The right says, I really like K-bars. None of mine have the leather handles. I bought a Tonto as I missed a cold steel Tonto from the mid-1980s that I sold. Huge regret. Yeah, I've never owned a cold steel fixed blade, but I do own a cold steel Twistmaster that looks like an Opinel that was given to me by a 70-something-year-old veteran at the Atlanta Blade Show. Awesome knife. I really love that knife. Robert Jaglowski, Mr. Bob, he just sent me some stuff. I appreciate that, Bob. Any idea when you might have Knife Doctor t-shirts? I've got a pattern, or I've got something I'm going to be adding on that. I will let y'all know as soon. It'll be sometime soon after the first of the year. I'm working with Rebecca now, but she's been so busy with the Christmas stuff that after the first of the year, we'll come up with something, and I'll let everyone know. I really will. Appreciate that, though, Bob. And I thank you for all that stuff you sent the other day, buddy. MIPD 1980 EDC says Aaron is a beast. He is. He's really good. Really good. And watch these City Knives. Aaron is a great, talented creator. He is an artist. SJ the Relics and Restoration says Aaron is truly a talented man. He is. And he's just as nice as he can be. Greg Davis, hi, Kevin. Merry Christmas. From Albany, Western Australia. Well, how about that, Mr. Greg? Well, thank you for being in here, buddy. I appreciate you so much, man, for watching me from way down there. Just Brian, the Merry Christmas. Arizona EDC, Aaron is amazing. He is. He really is. He really is. Well, guys, I don't know how long I've been on here, an hour and 40 minutes. Man, does time fly when you're doing lives. They always say it does when they're doing it. Amazing. Kodiak Edge Bladesmith and Kevin, you can add your favorite videos. Now you keep moving on me. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Now in my playlist. Kevin, you can add your favorite videos now in my playlist. Well, I mean, no. I have to check that out, buddy. I don't really do much with that kind of stuff, but I'll check it out. I sure will. Appreciate you sharing that. It's tomorrow already in Australia. Stuart, are you from down there too? It might be tomorrow down there. Well, I'll be dog. So tomorrow's 20. So is it the 23rd in Australia? I know there's a dateline near Japan, and y'all might be in that. I never thought about that. Merry Christmas, Kevin and family, watching you from Nova Scotia. Well, how about that, Mr. Daniel T. Porter? Well, thank y'all. Y'all have some good knives over there. I love the knives that they make over there in Finland and Sweden and Nova Scotia. Oh, you're in Canada. I was thinking Norway. My bad. Nova Scotia is up on the eastern side of Canada. I'm sorry. You got to watch me, and you sure do. Because I'll say something wrong quick, and I'll admit it. Especially a name. I will mess up a name. Lord have mercy, I'll mess up a name. John Curvin. Notice that you have your Randall display hanging up and looking good. Well, thank you, buddy. Yes, sir. I had to figure out a way to hang it, and when I bought it, it didn't have the stuff that I guess came with it to hang it up there. So I had to figure out a way and figure out where I'm gonna put it. That's a Randall book that I actually got from overseas somewhere. I have to go back and look at the video to remember, but that actually come from England, I think, or no, Belgium, one of those, but overseas. But awesome. I'm on when I go to the Randall factory. I hope to get some stickers or a sign and actually put over there up under that and put my book on the display case. But up under it is my the two that I just got, the Model 5 and the Copper Companion with the 5-inch blade. So, but I plan on getting another fighter up there in the display case next to that number 14. So can't wait for that. So it does look good, though. I appreciate you saying that, buddy. Thank you so much. Mr. Howard K., everyone have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and always remember, God bless America. Yes, sir, Mr. Howard K. I appreciate you being on here, buddy. I really do. Let's see. Daniel Porter says, laugh out loud, we do make good knives here in Nova Scotia. Groham knives out of Pictou, Nova Scotia. Well, I'll have to look those up, buddy. Grohman. I'm gonna write that down, buddy. Let me get my Grohman, Grohman knives. I can find something. Oh, here we go. Roman knives. Grohman. Because I really love them European made knives, and especially from Nova Scotia, not Nova Scotia. Here I go again. Norway, Finland, all them knives, even like the J Martini. Not only the fillet knives, but check this out. What somebody sent me from Canada. I've had this for almost a year now. I love this knife. I absolutely love this knife. Let me get a drink of coffee. Check this out. Is that not a beautiful knife? And look at the inscription on there, guys. I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's got a scene right there. But it is absolutely gorgeous. And it's got that, I think it's, they told me the type of wood on there. I forgot the type of wood, but look how it fits in the sheath. And look at the sheath work on that. Ain't that beautiful? See the TP and all that? Just absolutely gorgeous. And this is a J Martini. And look here. It fits all the way down that sheath. Ain't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. And it's supposed to just dangle on your belt. So that way it ain't stiff on your belt. Because usually when you have a little slip on the sheath, it gets in the way when you sit down because it's so stiff. But this is made to dangle on your hip or whatever you put it on, so it won't be so stiff. You know what I'm saying? But I love that right there. I love this knife. It actually come from me from Canada, and I think it was from Manitoba, Canada. No, Alberta. Alberta. I don't know. It's either Manitoba or Alberta because I have them pins up there. I think it's Manitoba now because there's 2 pins in that, and he's actually sent me 2 packages, and one was at trade. Same guy. He sent me this on trade right here. But I absolutely love that knife, though. Love it. Sure do. I just love the European made knives, guys. I really do. And see, you think about it, Europe has been making knives for thousands and thousands of years, man. It's just awesome stuff over there. It really is awesome stuff. Yes, sir. There we go. Finished blade, Puko's from Finland. Kodiak Edge, you are just a walking encyclopedia of knives, buddy. Always appreciate your input. Puko finished blades from Finland. Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy. And he says he makes the Puko knives and sheath. You need to put that on video, buddy. I'd love to see that. You making stuff like that. Pukos have been made for 3,000 years. Hoorah. Yep. Tracy Hill, you're running out of space on the wall. Need bigger shop for long. Tell me about it. When I first got this plate, I said, man, I'm going to have a bunch of stuff in here. I do have a bunch of stuff, but it filled up fast. Kodiak Edge says he does have them on video. Well, I'm going to have to go check it out. Tex-Mex, hey, what's up, Doc? Just tuning in. Just got back from church and having lunch. Well, buddy, thank you for coming in here. And I was telling everyone before you come in here, you actually got to be able to win this knife. I'm going to be picking a random comment tomorrow. I'm going to screen record it on my phone. But these comments don't count. You actually got to comment on the video once it uploads. Those, when I do the random comment picker, those are the comments it picks from. So, and what's up, AW Custom Designs? We were just talking about you, buddy. Your ear must have been burning, but we were talking about how good you are as an artist because of I told him how good you are on taking a white bone like this and jigging it and just making it look factory. That you're just an amazing, amazing guy. So everybody was giving you some compliments and love, buddy. So thank you for being in here. And Kodiak Edge says, "Merry Christmas, Kev, to all your family. Hope it's safe and great for you all." Well, appreciate that at Kodiak Edge. AW is a great bladesmith. He really is. It's an artist. I'm telling you, he's just an awesome dude. Awesome dude. Just got done cleaning a western muskrat and making a sheath for it. Was inspired to start collecting thanks to you. Well, I appreciate that, Jay Marshall. So where are you from, buddy? Dime. Rest in peace to Randy's WSG. He will be missed heavily by the knife community. Prayers for his family. I agree, buddy. I agree. I didn't never get to know him that well like I have a lot of the YouTube channels. It's just so hard to keep up with every YouTube channel. Even now, even the people I follow. If you make your own content and do other stuff during the day, it's just hard to watch, take time out and watch the videos like you would like to. And I really didn't get a chance to really get to know him real well like I do the other ones like AW Custom Design, Cheesy Moon, Tears, Knives, and Man Stuff, Deep South Cutlery. The list goes on, like Second Chance George and people like that, man. Just didn't take the time or have the time to really get to know him. Fresh 222, thank you, Kevin. Love your content. I have to put together another package for you from Rhode Island. Well, buddy, thank you. I appreciate that. Tex-Mex, remember you last night because I got gifted a huge single elk horn. What you do with the ones they gifted you, Doc? Buddy, I'm not going to do anything with it. It's actually up there in the loft. It's about that long. I'm going to try to make it a display. You see that window behind me? My son gifted me his Marine Corps sword that he actually is made in Germany. And I plan to somehow hang that elk horn above that window and have that Marine Corps sword on that horn somehow. So I'm working on a design now or a way to do that. How many hours per day in the shop? Me, I spend about all day out here, either doing stuff on the computer now. And guys, I'm gonna tell you, this computer has really made my life a whole lot easier. It's awesome. It really is. And but yeah, I spent a bunch of time editing videos. By the time I film and edit a video, it's 5 or 6 hours every day. And that's my full-time job now. And I love it. I really do. I get to spend every day fooling with pocket knives, and I just can thank my wife enough for supporting me with that. I left a job, the National Park Service. I was making about $110,000 a year, and I walked away. It was a good place to work. Don't get me wrong, but it was time for me to go. And but I walked away from that, and it has turned. My passion has turned into my full-time job, and I absolutely love it. I'm blessed to have a wife that supports me that way, and she is my rock. She really is, and I get to spend every day fooling with pocket knives and knives and learning every day. I'm not an expert. I'm not a subject matter expert on anything, and I promise you, I'll let you know if I don't know something. I'll let you know. But I get to learn about knives every day, and from y'all, I learn a lot from y'all. I really do, and it's just great, guys. And thank y'all so much for all the support too. I mean that. What is your thoughts on the UAP? I don't know what the UAP is, Ken. Paul, Knife Crazy, says, Kevin, you're going to need a shop just for the Zippos. I agree. I agree. Mark Reynolds might to use the leather to hang the horns. That's true, Mark. True. That's a good idea. Ken Kelly says, rest in peace. The Randy for Randy's WSG. So, Josh, hey Doc, love your videos. I was wondering if you knew how to date old Boker saws and knives. Merry Christmas. I have to go by the tank stamps. You have to look in a book. You can also look up, just search for it on the internet, the Boker tree brand tank stamps, and they'll send you to some places that you can look. That's the way I usually do it if I can't find it in my books. So let's see. Bear Snipes, tell her you love her every day. I do, buddy. I don't miss a day. Appreciate that. That's the Barry Snipes giving that advice about his wife. He just lost her, and he told me an amazing story how when she passed away, he brought her back twice. He used to be an EMT, and he did CPR and brought her back twice, and got to tell her that he loved her and everything else. Just a great, amazing story that he shared with me the other day. So appreciate you, buddy. I really do. Larry is for a guy who does not smoke. You have a lot of lighters. I do. And I'll go back to I blame my dad. He every Zippo. And I just like the cool stuff on there too. You know, I just like, especially bears or anything to do with case or a knife or especially ships. Now, the USS ships. I love to find one with a USS ship on there. Because I sailed on two of them, the USS Whidbey Island, USS Saipan, two Mediterranean floats. But I just love the way the Zippo sounds, mainly because my dad, he used to smoke a lot. He used to carry one every day. So, Dave Perkins, Dave came in late. Sorry, like the display case by your King Cutter sign. Well, thank you, buddy. I've done talked about it a few times, but I finally got it up on the wall. I had choice either put it there right by the door or right there, but I like it right there. I really do, by that King Cutter sign. So it looks good. Thank you. David Stotler. Hey, Kevin, I just bought a Taylor's Witness from Sheffield, England from pre-1905. Wow. I'd like to see that, man. Send me some photos at knifeproxx@gmail.com. knifeproxx@gmail.com. Mr. David Stalter. Very cool, buddy. Josh, thanks, Doc. Well, buddy, thank you. The Wrights UAP are another word for UFO, unidentified aerial phenomenon. Maybe so. Russell McClellan, how many knives do you have? Buddy, I don't know. Never counted, but I promise you it's over 1,000. Easy. Well over 1,000. I don't know. AW Custom Design says, I want a USS Ranger Zippo to display next to one of my 112s. That's, yes, sir. AW, I did not know about that story. Yeah, I want me a USS Ranger, the Zippo too. And by the way, I bought that knife that you shared with me about the Remington, the trapper for my case here. It should be here sometime next week. So I got it today. So very cool. Larry S., I sent you 3 Zippos and enjoy it when I see them in your display. Awesome, buddy. Well, I appreciate that, Mr. Larry. What were they? Help me remember. Kodiak Edge Buck now makes 112 fixed blades with sheath. Are you sure it ain't a 212? Because I thought I seen one Buck of the Month. I thought it was a 212 fixed blade. But they might make the 112 fixed blade too that looks like a 112. That might be what you're referring to. I don't know. But I did see a 212 the other day. Yeah, AW, that is a cool story. If y'all don't know it, I'll share it again. The Buck 112 come about by somebody getting stabbed on the U.S. Ranger in 1969 with a Buck 110, and the captain did away with all knives over blades with 3 inches or 4 inch or 3 inches or longer. And I think the Buck 112, I think it has a 3-inch blade. But anyway, Buck come up with a Buck 112 with a 3-inch blade, and then they were allowed back on the ship, and that's how it's got its name from the U.S. Ranger, the USS Ranger, from that ship. It was an aircraft carrier. Very cool. I do want one of those, these Zippos too. But that was a cool story. Didn't have a clue. I have a very highly respect for the 112 now. I really do. Oh, wow. He said the 110 and 112 now is a fixed blade option. Wow. Did not know that. Haven't seen them. I have to look those up. What Kodiak Edge is saying. John Adams says, sent you some pictures of a Remington I want to trade with you. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to show you a Remington real quick that I got in the other day from a trade. It's an RH4 pre-1933. Guys, I know y'all probably seen it on video the other day, but this is absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous knife. Check that out right there. Ain't that beautiful right there? See the bone in that? Just absolutely gorgeous. That blade is not hurt a bit. Check that out. You see the RH4 right here? I mean, look at the bone, guys. Look at here. That is absolutely gorgeous. Mr. Monty Johnson from Oklahoma. I traded him this knife and the case knife from early 1950s, according to the book I got from Mr. Howard Kay. He gave me them two knives for a Bel Air Kershaw with Magna cut steel and carbon fiber handles. But I love this knife. He also gave me a third knife, a Parker made in Japan. It's like a LB7. But guys, this is my favorite. I love this one over the case one. It's just so small, you know, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. With the original sheath. It's got a little tear right there, but look here. It's got the Remington name right there. See it? It's hard to see. And it's got even the Remington on the, see that? The Remington UMC. And I learned something the other day too. UMC is Union Metallic Cartridge. They were actually a cartridge company back in the late 1860s, I think it was. And they merged with Remington, I think in 1912. And Remington kept that name, the Remington UMC. But that's the stuff I love, guys. I love how these knife companies and other things just blend in together, and you just learn. Just love it. I really do. But this knife is very, very special to me right here. And it's so awesome. I'm fixing to saddle soak this here and wax it down real good. But this is absolutely a gorgeous knife. It really is. Paul Ricketts. Hi, Kevin. If you could only have one knife, which one would you choose? Well, it depends on the situation. It'd be the next one. It'd be the next one that I buy. Now, I've said it before, guys. If I had to choose one knife, especially in a survival situation, I'd choose the SE5. I really would. It'd be that between the K-bar or the SE5. But I'm telling you, SE5, it's a horse. It's a horse. It's a man. It really is. You can do a lot of stuff with that the SE5. A pocket knife, I have no clue. I love my Spyderco. It's here somewhere. They're right here. The Para 3. I don't know which pocket knife I choose, but I really love the Para 3. It's perfect. Very well made. Very easy to open with one hand and close it. I mean, it's just a little workhorse. And it's got that DLC coating on here, and I use it every day, and I've yet to scratch it. And it's G10 handles, leather, the lanyard hole. You got pocket clip that is just strong as an ox. But I love this knife. I really do love it. But it's hard for me to choose one pocket knife. But if I had a choice of a fixed blade, it would either be my K-bar USMC knife or the man SD5. Let's see. It's so great down here in Florida. It was very in North Carolina when I left yesterday. Cliff Maynard. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Backwoods hobo marbles made a knife just like that. I'd love to see that. That's another knife I want to get, guys. Somebody showed me a marbles knife the other day, a fixed blade. I want one so bad, but they're hard to find. They're old. Those were made in and it starts with a G in Michigan. Y'all help me out. I forgot the name of that town. But very well made knives. They really are. Starts with a G. Eric Reynolds, afternoon doc, been working on knives and came in late. That's okay, buddy. I'm glad you're here, man. Glad you're here. Mr. DJ Spade from Roswell, New Mexico. How are you, Doc? Old knives, they matter. Present, sir. Hoorah. Well, thank you for being here, man. Let's see. Marble started it all, first leather stacked handles, and they designed the fuller. They did. They sure did. Where were they made? What town? It starts with a G in Michigan. Is it Gladstone? It ain't Grand Rapids. I know that. Gladstone, yeah, MH. There you go. I appreciate that, buddy. Do you collect John Primble knives? I like to see their history. I inherited a few. You know, I don't have a lot of those, but we may have to do a video on that here real soon. Dan Priben, how are you, brother? Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hey, buddy, what's going on, man? You're from Columbus and from Kansas, right, Mr. Dan? Ken Kelly, happy birthday to me, alive with Doc and in our leather knife community. Well, happy birthday, Ken. Vincent Lopresti, that story you shared in a recent video about the history of Shat Morgan was amazing. Well, I appreciate that, buddy. That's what I'm going to try to incorporate more in the videos that I do, the history behind the knives. You know? So be on the lookout for that. The events that I always appreciate your support, buddy. Can't wait to see you again. Big Smalls, I had a Marbles lock back sodbuster modern China made. It wasn't very good quality. Sold at the flea market. Yeah, the Marbles now are made in China, but they were one of the very first, probably one of the best knife makers there were at one time. Is Remington Powell fixed blades worth much? They are. I mean, they're not worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but if you find a RH-36 or a World War II knife, and if it's got the original sheath and it's very good shape, it's easily worth $75 to $150. Easy. It all depends on the condition and who's wanting to buy it. Well, guys, I think I'm fixing to jump off this thing. I've enjoyed this so much. We're going to be doing one more here in a few weeks. I'll be giving away a knife again, but I'll be doing a video for tomorrow as well. I just want to thank y'all so much for all the support, guys. I really do. And again, guys, to win this knife, this is mine. To win this knife, you got to comment when this video is uploaded to YouTube. These comments that we've been doing don't count. Okay. So to win this knife, please comment on the video once it's uploaded. I will be doing a random comment with a random comment picker website, and I'll be screen recording it on my phone. But guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. And I just want to say thank you for all these gifts that I got. I really appreciate all of y'all. And just thank y'all so much, guys. And I want to say God bless y'all. Till we meet again, guys. Y'all be like a good knife. Stay sharp. We thank y'all guys so much.